Good morning, everybody. This is Lucho. Welcome to Garage Workouts, your garage, your gym. So today we're gonna be doing a workout that I call Biceps Focus. So our past workout was just shoulders. Our next workout is gonna be just triceps. I mean, there is a lot of elements to them, but the focus is gonna be biceps today, okay? With that being said, we're gonna start this. I'm gonna set off my timer. And let's see, right here.
Warm up.
Okay, so let's start, guys. Let's warm up. I put things together as I'm gonna be using them. Some of these exercises, I like to go on my bench just to protect my back, you know, especially if you're doing more weight. I mean, as I told you in other videos, anything that goes high or overhead, it puts pressure on the back. The bench helps minimizing that pressure. So some of them are going to use it, some of them are not, depending on what the exercise is and what I feel. You can do the same at home. That's why this is ready. So first exercise is going to be just pure and simple dumbbell curls. I think that my first one I'm going to use probably 25 pounds just to warm up my arms. I don't want to start with a lot of weight, I just want to warm up them first. And still, I'm going to be able to do probably 3 or 4 sets under the minute and 50 seconds that I have to work on it, okay? So, these weights are already set on 25, so that's good, I don't have to set them up. And,
Athletic.
good, so we're gonna grab this. Yeah, 25 is a good way to start. Yeah, up and down. On a medium pace, I don't have to go too fast or too slow. I'm still warming up those biceps. On the first set, I'm gonna sit now, right here. Let's take a little break. I have a minute, I might be able to get 4 of these ones. Yeah, this really takes all the pressure from my back, stabilizes my spine. So I do like to sit on the bench. That's actually pretty good. Especially if you're doing repetitive sets, right? You can do your first one standing, you know, give yourself some work, but in the long run, for the back, you have to take measurements to prevent your back from injury. 22 seconds, guys, 22 seconds. Okay, this is gonna be my 4th. That's good. That's good enough. Okay. And as you can see, you know, my first set, I did 12. That was not my maximum. I could do a few more, but I'm warming up my biceps, so 12 was good. And then when I start on the bench, my next set was, I don't remember, but it was less than 12. And then the third set was less than the second set was, no, the third set was less than the second, and the fourth set was less than the third. So I think the last one was 4, right? And it doesn't matter how many you do, what matters is that you feel that burn 3 or 4 times during that time frame. So that is what makes a difference. You can feel the burn doing 4, 6, you can feel the burn doing 20.
Athletic work.
Okay, dumbbell hammer curls. Okay, so hammer curls, let's go to 30 pounds. I'm gonna go up a little bit for the hammers. My first one is gonna be standing. Hammer curls, you use a little more muscle, and your shoulders also help a little bit, so you can actually up your weight a little bit more just to compensate with that. Okay, so my first one was 30. I'm gonna switch back to 25, and I'm gonna do my second set. That was 5. Now I'm gonna sit to continue with my sets. I still have 50 seconds, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be able to do 4 on this one as well. Right here. Good. Let's take a little break. Looks like 4 is the number, you know, for the burning. Okay, let's go for one more. That's gonna be my 4. One more. Yeah. I think I can do one more. 5 sets.
Cardio.
All right, so you see what I mean. Like, because I'm focusing on the small muscle groups, I'm able to do more sets with less reps, right? And so far, I mean, we have 2 sets of 1:50 seconds, but I did already 9 subsets. I did 4 on the first one, 5 on the second one, you know? And that's what I mean, you know, you're making your work efficiently. You're really working those arms and not wasting time. So, I'm gonna keep running. I got 15 seconds left. Next one, we have alternating curls. All right, so I think I'm gonna remain on my 25s. I already feel the work on my arms, so
Athletic work.
I'm gonna go back to, yep, 25, it's already there. And the first one, I'm just gonna do standing. Always breathing. Okay, let's go to the bench. Stretch a little bit those arms. Okay, let's go second. Alternating curls. Yep. 2, and I still have 1 minute. So I'm definitely gonna be able to do at least 2 more, maybe 3. That'll put me on 5 sets. Small muscle groups don't need a lot to burn. It's not like how when you do push-ups, you can do a lot more on the subsets. But for this one here, you know, just small muscle groups, they burn fast. You don't need too much. Yep. Whew. That's 4. I still have 22 seconds. I'm gonna get 5 sets for sure. I'm definitely getting 5. Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay.
Cardio.
Wow. So this is our third set, and my arms are already on fire. I can feel that. I mean, they're definitely getting pumped. You know, so far 14 sets, right? Yeah, it's 3 sets of 1 minute and 50 seconds, but you know, there is subsets in them. So we have 14 sets so far. That's good. You at home can do the same, maybe a little less. As long as you do at least 3 when you are working small muscle groups, it's amazing, you know. At least 3 is good. If you can do more than that, that will be super amazing. So, all right, what's next?
Athletic work.
Curl 21. Okay, I'm gonna use my bar for this one. I'm not using a lot of weight in here because this is a curl 21. So the first one I'm definitely gonna try to do 21. That was 7 halfway. I'm gonna do 7 halfway down. And now 7 full. That was 4. I need 3 more to complete the first one. Okay, that completed my first set. I mean, there was 3, 7, 7, 7, but still, I consider that one set. I'm gonna do the next one. The next one, I don't have to go for 7, 7, 7. I'm gonna do 4, 4, 4. 3, 4. Whew, it's already burning. That's why you don't need a lot of weight for this one, because there is more repetition. 4. Now 4 complete. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna move this thing out of the way in here. Okay, baby, stay there. All right, so let's run. Shake those arms. Okay, so far we're halfway to this workout, and I feel that I had enough, but I'm gonna continue doing this. So far I have 16 sets, 16 sets. You know, you can feel it already. You know, I can feel this. All right, 4 sets to go. Got 8 seconds. This is good, you know, it's my active rest. It's a little bit of cardio, it's not much, but it helps. Okay, alternating hammer curls. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna be ambitious, so I'm gonna start with 30 pounds. Right here, 30 pounds. I'm gonna start with 30. That's good. I'm gonna switch to 25. Now, can I do more weight? Can I actually start with 40 or 45? Absolutely. I can definitely do that. But on this type of workout, I won't, because I'm using the high repetition simulation training. So what I do is my first set, I try to do until I'm about 80 to 90% tired. And then I do subsequent sets without resting, you know, like I rest 5-10 second stops, and I keep going. So now if I wanna, you know, like develop more muscle mass, Then I go and do, maybe my first set I'll do 45s, even if I just do a few, you know, but then I will take a nice rest. I will rest maybe 1-2 minutes before I do my next one. And then I'll rest another 1-2 minutes before I do my next one. So I allow my body full recover.
Cardio.
I have to finish this one. I'm gonna allow my body full recover before I do the next. And yeah, in that context, you can do more weight. In this context, where you do not rest that much and you keep working, you don't have to do a lot of weight, because your body is gonna feel like it's doing a lot of weight, you know, but in reality you're not. And that actually helps protecting your joints, tendons, ligaments, as I said on other videos. I know I always repeat this, but it's important to understand that concept, you know, that way you don't get injured, you know. I've never got injured doing weight training, never. The only times I got injured is doing sports.
Athletic work.
Okay, in and out curls, all right. I'm gonna continue working with my 25s. So in and out, basically what I go is I go in, and then I go out, and I go in. For this one, I'm gonna have to be standing, because sitting on the bench it's not that easy to do the in and outs. All right, let's take a little break. All right, let's go for the second one. I still have 1 minute, so I'm definitely gonna get 4 sets in here. Yeah. Now, if you notice, I try not to, you know, like lose my form. I move a little bit, but I try not to move much. I try to keep my form where it is. You know, that also protects my back and the rest of my body. Okay, here, let's go. This will be, I think it's number 3. Yeah. I still have 22 seconds, so I'm definitely getting one more. Oh, my arms are pumped. You have no idea. My biceps, especially. Good. So seems like 25 pounds for me, for this type of workout, works perfect. You know, 30 pounds maybe to start on some, but mostly 25 will be the best weight for this. If you do bodybuilding and you are not doing like 4 sets in less than 2 minutes, then you can do more weight, have a longer rest, do more weight again. And you don't need to do a lot of sets, maybe you do 2 sets, you know, on each exercise with a lot of weight. But that's not my goal. My goal is getting a strong, athletic, be able to move, range of motion, you know, equilibrium, coordination, balance, flexibility. So that's my goal. And this is the way to achieve that. Okay, in and out, hammer curls. So same thing, I'm gonna start my first ones with Teddy. So now I'm going to hammer curls, doing the same concept, ins, here, out, there, in, here, out, there. 2 more. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna lower my weights to 25 now. And let's go. I still have a little more than a minute, so Definitely gonna be able to do 4 on this one too. Oof. Oh my God, I can feel this. I'm sweating, guys, you have no idea. Definitely doing another one, at least one more. Whew, I can feel this even on the front of my shoulders. So it's not just the biceps. Now other muscles are helping. Yeah, biceps are tired. Other muscles kick in. Let's try a couple more. Okay. Wow. It feels like my hands just want to open and let those weights go free. Yeah. All right, guys, one more. Almost done. Superset curls. I love these ones because I'm gonna go from, maybe I'll start with 30. So I'm gonna go 30, 25, 22 and a half, 20, 17 and a half, 15. So I'm just gonna gradually go down on my both legs and do as many as I can with non-stopping. Like, I'm not gonna stop, I'm just gonna keep going and burn those biceps. Okay, this is my last set. Let's see how many I can go for the supersets. Or some people call it a strip sets too.
Athletic work.
Okay, so let's go to 30. Let's start with 30. All right, so right here, I'm gonna start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good. All right, now going to 25. Whew, shake a little bit. Let's go. All right, we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's all I got. Now, 22 and a half. That's almost 25. So I don't think there's going to be much difference here. But we'll see how it goes. 3, 4. Oh, that's good. So he said I'm doing like 4, 3, 4, something like that. You don't really need to do a lot of them, but just keep going and burn it. This is 20 pounds. 4, 5. Okay. I still have 16 seconds, so going to 17 and a half. Whew. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Cardio.
5. All right, guys. So let's see. I got 30, 25, 22 and a half, 20, 17 and a half. So 5 sets. That was awesome. 5 sets was perfect. That's exactly what I was looking for. So if you see throughout the workout, I think I did 3 of the sets. I did 5, that's 15. And then the rest I did 4. There's one that I did 2. Do the math. How many subsets you did, right? More than 30. So that's what makes a difference. How long does it take to do 30 sets at the gym, socializing and all this, like an hour at least, or more. Right here, how much it took us? 25 minutes, including some cardio. So that's what I talked about efficiency. on your workouts. I'm gonna put this thing back here, and it's time to stretch. So both arms up, down, and stretch. One side. Now we do the other. Stretch on the other side. Now both. Inhale, exhale, down. Another thing that I always recommend to do, if you can, that actually develops muscle strength. Not a lot of muscle mass, but muscle strength. You can see small people pushing a lot of weight or performing much better when it comes to exercises where you need a little bit of strength, more than bigger guys, bodybuilders. Why is that? It's because the strength that you develop, you know, and that the way it works is not just about how big your muscle is, but how everything is linked together and connected, and how everything works, the synergy between all the muscles, you know, that work together. So that is actually very important. Now right here, and you'll see a lot of people, you know, smaller people at the gym pushing a lot of weight, and it's because they do have the strength. They might not have the muscle, but they do have the strength, you know. When I do martial arts, especially jiu-jitsu, when you're on the ground, when people about your same level, but younger and stronger, I mean, those guys are not that big, you know. They're simply strong, you know, they're naturally strong, because the strength that develops is amazing, you know, especially in jiu-jitsu. But if you want to gain strength like that, and this is actually my point, this is what I tried to do at the beginning, but I started talking about other stuff, is that rowing. So rowing is one of the most complete exercises, one of the most complete workouts. So you don't have to row like on a river or anything, no. You can actually, there's machines like the ergometer, you know, kind of like work like a rowing machine. Now if you can do a rowing machine with resistance, it's even better. You know, when I was younger and I was rowing for the regatta club, we have these places where you see it looks like a boat, there's water on the sides. It's like a rowing pool, right? And we were rowing over there for hours. We were rowing like 2 hours. I mean, the strength that I had was amazing back then. You know, I would have like big arms, big chest, big back, and it was all about rowing. So rowing definitely gets you stronger. If you don't have a place that you row, you can go to a gym and do an ergometer, or just buy a rowing machine, you know, and you can try doing that. You go on a slow pace, you know, and just do it for half hour, 45 minutes. Oh, you won't believe how good, like, your whole body works, you know, your core, your arms, your legs, your chest, back, like, it's amazing, you know, it's amazing. It's an amazing thing to do, and it works really, really well. All right, let's keep stretching. Right here. And we'll go to the other side now. That feels so good. Yeah, I'm really sweating. Wow. Okay, butterflies. Let's go stretch on one side. Now, stretch on the other. Stretch one leg. This is when you start cooling down and stretching, it's when your body just start transpiring, you know, and just all the sweat, it's like your pores open and the sweat just come out, you know. And it's usually when you start cooling down, that's when that happens. All right, here. I just love this little stretch at the very end. It really, really, really helps. Oh, that's so good. Feels so, so good. All right, here. Guys, our next workout is going to be just triceps. So, I mean, not just triceps, but it's going to be focused on triceps. You know, when you do the move, I mean, everything engages, but the focus on the next one is going to be triceps, as on this one was biceps. So, that's good. You know, it's good also to like work on, I like, you know, work on the arms, chest and back. I like to work on those. So sometimes I like to isolate them, you know. And the thing is that I'm working every day. Like every day I do something, you know, every single day. When it comes to this type of gym work, resistance, and a little bit of cardio, I do this 6 days a week. And but the day that I'm resting from this workout, I do 2.5 hours of karate, combat karate and jiu-jitsu. So I'm still working, you know. Things that you have to do something every day. It doesn't have to be extreme, but you have to move. Even if you do this workout only, that will be okay, but I will definitely complement this workout, whether it's in the morning or in the afternoon. I will complement that maybe with a walk. You know, you can just go out there and walk, you know, do intervals, walk a little bit and jog a little bit, like let's say a 30-second jog, a 1-minute walk, and do it for like 30 minutes, 45 minutes, you know, and that definitely gonna help. It's gonna make a huge difference. Try to eat healthy, you know, drink a lot of water. When I wake up in the morning, I always drink about 32 ounces of water, you know, 28 to 32 ounces of water. And then after a little bit, after 20 minutes or so, I have a veggie shake. So I just grab organic greens and mix it with carrot juice, organic carrot juice, and suja, which is it's kind of like a cold press, you know, celery and all kinds of greens. So I mix that and I drink that every single morning. So in the morning, I already did, I'll say maybe 3 or 4 servings of veggies just in the morning. So if in the afternoon I don't have time to get it, at least I did that in the morning. So I love to do that every morning, you know, and it just helps me, it just, I don't know, it just kind of like regulates my digestive system, helps me feel good, healthy, you know, so that's super important. Then during the day, of course, I will have a salad and eat veggies and, you know, vegetables and stuff like that. Protein. I love fish, salmon, cod. I eat chicken, especially chicken breast. And I will have a steak once a week, you know, just once a week. I don't do a lot of steak, but it's good to have it at least once a week. Yeah, so that's basically the routine, guys. You know, just eat healthy, Don't eat too many carbs at night. A lot of fruits. I eat fruits like crazy. In the morning, like after this, I'm gonna take a shower and I have a little bit of oatmeal with a lot of fruit, like all kinds of berries, a banana, you know, and I mix that with coconut milk. And it's just organic coconut milk with no sugar on it. So always trying to keep, you know, as healthy as you can. And the oats, I mostly do the oats just to fill up my stomach a little bit. It's not like, it's not my food of preference, let's say, but it's a good filler. So when you mix those oats, you know, with a little bit of berries, and it makes get some consistency. So that keeps me running for at least, you know, 4 hours before I have some lunch. All right, guys, enough tips for today. So thank you again to joining me today for my garage workout. Do the garage workouts, guys. Amazing. You just need a little bit of space, you know, a few tools, and that's all you need. Just a little bit of fitness equipment. So thank you for joining me today. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video so you can get to more people. And I will see you on our next workout. Okay, have an awesome day. See you later. Look at this arm. Look. Huh? That's what you get when you work out. Look at this arm. Yeah, that's what you want to work on. See you later.